Hey, grown folks, this is Donna Smith. I have another grown folk topic for you right now. Right now. Let's go there. You know, last week in my forum on Facebook, we had an interesting conversation that was brought up, and it was brought up again, and I'm trying to understand it too in regards to now this is grown folk talk, so you know how we get down. But it was in regards to a man who had a fractured penis, you know, and there was so many people who had never heard of this. I mean, it was like, what? How did that happen? Can it happen? And if so, how do you fix it? You know? Does it mend back together, and is it straight, or does it end up being crooked? Is it fat and lumpy on one side and skinny on the other? I mean, because we know what happens when you fracture an arm or a leg or an ankle or what have you. Sometimes the healing it's not quite perfect when the bones set back and everything tries to go back into place. It is not always perfect, and it can also be delicate for another fracture to come if you fall down again or get hurt in that way. You can find yourself fractured again because it becomes a sensitive. So what happens, grown folks, when that penis is fractured? You know, um, it is true. It has happened. People have went through this, and I am just so in awe because I have never in such my seasoned years of life, I've never really heard of that or experienced it until now. I mean, I haven't experienced it. Scratch that. But I haven't heard of it until now. So, um, it's just so interesting because, we talked about, well, how did that actually take place? I mean, one person was, well, maybe the woman was a little too rough. Perhaps she was bouncing and pouncing on top of it and bloop, she broke some things. Or perhaps he was trying to, maybe he was 50 or 60 years old and flash back to being 25. I mean, I don't know. Help me out, grown folks. What do you do when the penis is fractured? And how on earth does this happen? And Lord forbid the man that has to heal from such a terrible incident. Think about that. And if you have any feedback for us, give back because we were just baffled. We want to know.